All right, in this video, I want to talk about the shoulder press. So what I'm going to discuss applies to dumbbell overhead presses, barbell overhead presses, any overhead pressing movement. Now, on an overhead press, of course, the purpose of this movement is to move the dumbbells straight up. And so let me start by talking about a couple of the mistakes that people make when they do the dumbbell overhead press. First of all, most people will let their arms cave in at the bottom of the movement. This takes a lot of the load off of your shoulders and places it on your triceps. Like any form of weight training, the purpose of weight training, specifically for fitness and health, is to minimize momentum and to maximize the force on the muscle that we're working. So in this case, we're working the shoulders. The goal here is to press up overhead. And so if we keep our hands above our elbows throughout the range of motion, that keeps the force on the shoulders. When the hands go outside of the elbows, that's going to put more stress on the shoulders, actually in a negative way, because now the weight is pulling us out. We're also going to start engaging the bicep, some forearm muscles. If our arms cave in, or hands cave in inside of the elbows, that starts to put more stress on the triceps than on the shoulders. What also happens is as you press up overhead, if your hands are inside your elbows, you're not going to be able to press to a full extension. So whether we're doing a chest press or an overhead press, the idea is to always keep the weight right above the end of your lever arm. If you remember that from physics class, right above your elbow in this case. On a chest press, it would be in front of your elbow. So dumbbell stays up above the elbow. The way to do that is keep your hands above your elbow, and throughout the range of motion, keep your hands over your elbow as you press up. So from there, get the dumbbells up and ready to go. One other thing in terms of the movement, when we're doing a standard shoulder press, elbows come out to the side as opposed to coming in. Hands out over your elbows, press up until you get full extension at the top, and back down. Now, in terms of the range of motion, what I see a lot of people in the gym doing is some physical therapist told them to stop at 90 degrees, which in my opinion is stupid, because from here to here, you're not building any strength or mobility. And when we go and pick something up in our everyday life, we don't stop at 90 degrees. We pick things up here, 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 with our elbows usually down by our sides. So what I always have clients do is at least bring their hands even with their ears at the bottom of the range of motion. Or another way of looking at it with most dumbbells, the bottom of the dumbbell is going to be even with the top of your shoulders. So it looks something like this. Right here, bottom of the dumbbell is about even with the top of the shoulders, hands out over your elbows, press up and come back down. Having said all that, you probably had people tell you that this part of the range of motion, you're increasing the risk of a shoulder injury. You're not. You're actually increasing the risk of injuring your shoulders outside the gym if you don't train through a full range of motion. So again, hands start about even with the ears. Keep those hands right over your elbows, press all the way up to the top, and back down. That's how you do the overhead shoulder press, dumbbell shoulder press. Goes by a bunch of different names, but now you know how to do it.